The SIU says it wishes to extend its heartfelt condolences to the Doekaran family, colleagues and friends for their loss. It adds, though, that it welcomes the arrest of the 7 suspects relating to the murder of Doekaran by the South African Police Service. Kaizer is a special investigating unit spokesperson and joins us now. A very good evening to you, Mr. Kganyago, and thank you so much for speaking to us. So let's first start with this. Ms. Doekaran was one of more than, I think it was 120 or more than 300 people who were part of the investigation into the PPE tender corruption and procurement irregularities investigation. So I want to find out, is there a significant number of those that are under protection? Because we understand she was also under witness protection.
Thank you very much, Tepiso, and thank you to the viewers. We are not having a lot of people under witness protection at the moment, and we only go into witness protection or protection in general because it's not everyone that goes under witness protection program. The others, we just organize some security around them. She was not one of them because there was never at any stage an indication from our side or from her side of any way of her being in a security situation or being threatened in any way.
So what is your risk assessment of whether somebody qualifies to be under witness protection at a separate location or that they can still be kept safe at home?
Yes, when people indicate to us whether they are threatened or they're under any security threat, we then take our unit, which is in the Special Investigating Unit, to look into that together with the crime intelligence of the police. Once we find that there is a need for us to provide bodyguards around and you stay in your own place, we do that. But when there is a need for witness protection, we then interact with the National Prosecuting Authority, who will now use the witness protection program that is for government, the whole of government, not only for the SIU.
So it's per your discretion, and I understand that, but at what point do you feel that somebody deserves to be at an unspecified location? Because you say at this stage there's no reason to link or associate the murder of Ms. Doekaran with the ongoing PPE investigations. Do I have to get like 10 or 15 threats against me, or is it the type of threats? How do you make that assessment?
This is not the assessment that is made by us, like I say. There is a unit that deals with that, and there are specialized people who look at the kind of threat and how it was done, and the crime intelligence people from the police also get involved. And I can't now sit here give you the details because it's a security risk also to do that, because when people know how we go about doing it or where we are putting you, it's going to be a security threat for you also.
Do you foresee the murder of Ms. Doekaran affecting or compromising your PPE investigation into the Gauteng Health Department?
Not at all. It is not, because people need to understand that she was giving us the information that was held by the department anyway, but also at this stage, we are almost at the end of most of those investigations. Therefore, most of the information that we wanted from her, we have already received them. Therefore, that will not affect our investigation at all in any way.
As a course of action, as you say, you've noted the concerns raised by members of the public around the protection of whistleblowers. What does the SIU think? What is your contribution to this discussion around the changing of laws, around procedure that ensure that they are not further, persecuted as a result of them wanting to shed light on nefarious actions?
Yes, firstly, I think the debate is sparked by the incident that happened. But firstly, we need to indicate that the police are investigating, and now we appreciate the fact and welcome the fact that 7 people have been arrested. Therefore, we will be in a position to know why they did what they did, because at this present moment, we do not know whether it was because of our investigation or not. But we also are engaging together with other law enforcement agencies. If there is a need for us to change legislation and work together to do that, we will do so, because the interest here is to safeguard the lives of people. And whatever needs to be done has to be done to make sure that people are not killed because they are trying to help us save this country from corruption.
So what do you see, if at all, as weak links at the moment? You say if there's a need, but by now there must be some that may be seen as ripe for strengthening or changing.
From where we are sitting as the SIU, the security that we are giving to the people and our officials at the moment, it's working. I can't say it's adequate, but it is working. And we will then make sure that we take further steps. That is why the statement I even indicate that we are looking at other things that we can do as the organization to make sure that we protect not only the witnesses, but also the whistleblowers, because there's a difference between witnesses and whistleblowers, but together with our investigators, because in some instances, these threats come to our investigators who are doing the job, and we have got instances where we have already protected them, but unfortunately, I can't give those details, but we are looking at everything within our powers to do that, because some of the things that needs to happen are not within our powers, like the witness protection program is dealt with by the National Prosecuting Authority.
Special Investigating Unit Spokesperson Kaizer Kganyago, thank you very much for speaking to us.